I was looking at my 2025 financial goals and wondering what practical steps I could take in order to achieve them this year. I'm reading on options trading, investing via property and the stock market, and looking out for other savings methods that can help me decrease my expenses this year. However, everything I've mentioned can be unpredictable in nature. And to be honest, they don't apply to every single individual, especially those who aren't financially literate. And so, I have come up with 3 simple yet effective laws of wealth creation and not destruction. And these apply to every single individual, including yourself. Law number 1, reduce debt and do not borrow. Debt-free individuals are 40% less likely to retire early. And this is shown in a study found by the Federal Reserve. In New Zealand and Australia, interest rates remain high, and higher rates amplify the cost of loans, making debt repayment a long-term financial burden. So pretty much stay debt-free in 2025. Just adding on to that, services like Afterpay, Zip, and Laybuy encourage borrowing to spend unnecessarily. Stay away from financial services like these. In addition, stay away from credit cards that have high interest rates. Borrowing is a common way to devastate personal household saving targets and should be avoided in 2025. Law number 2, utilize compound interest. Compound interest is one of the most powerful tools for wealth creation because it allows you to exponentially grow what you're currently putting in. Essentially, you don't only generate returns based on your initial investment, but the investment returns are reinvested and this compounds over time. This is a proven method to wealth creation, as opposed to the plenty of get-rich-quick schemes that we see prevalent today in 2025. Chasing 10x returns and hasty gains over such a short period of time isn't the way to go and is an easy way to destroy your wealth in the long term. Law number 3, conserve spending. Warren Buffett once said, if you buy things you don't need, soon you will have to sell things you do need. Your income from your job is your biggest wealth creator. Therefore, spend it wisely. Budgeting is essential in 2025. By estimating your financial needs for the month, you can target areas in which you are likely to save more. A study in 2022 by Mint found that people who budget are 42% more likely to achieve financial goals, such as buying a home, retiring early, or starting a business. With these 3 laws in mind, I can guarantee you that 2025 is going to be a good year for you financially. Now, when I say these laws, I mean it with all my heart when I say God is literally on your side in terms of what you have planned for this year. God's laws for wealth creation are exactly the 3 laws I've described earlier, and I have the scripture to back it up as well. Proverbs 22 verses 26 to 27 says, "Be not one who gives pledges, who puts up security for debts, if you have nothing with which to pay. Why should your bed be taken from under you?" Proverbs 22 verse 7 also says, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." By borrowing from a financial service like Afterpay or the bank, you're putting your own bed at risk. In fact, you're a servant to the lender. According to a 2023 Credit Suisse report, a common theme among the bottom 10% of wealth holders is their accumulation of debt. Regardless of how high their income was, debt was a common theme. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11 says, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will keep it." Now this relates to law number 2. People with wealth have typically accumulated it over an extended period of time. Warren Buffett made the majority of his wealth after the age of 50. Jeff Bezos' fortune grew exponentially over 25 plus years. The likelihood of a quick and immense wealth creation through means such as like an influencer coin is very unlikely and should be avoided. Now relating to law number 3, Proverbs 21 verse 20 says, "There is treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spends whatever he gets." Your monthly expenses determine whether you're a foolish man or not. Your budget this year will make or break whether you reach your financial goals or not. Instead of recklessly spending the bulk of your paycheck this week, space out what you have and audit your transactions in wisdom. These are just a few biblical keys that make for good principles when investing, saving, and spending. But that's all for today. If you enjoyed any of what you've heard or had any laws of your own, comment down below. Like this video if you want to see more of it, and give us some suggestions for what you want to see in terms of content this year here at FIDI. Subscribe to the channel to support us and see the next batch of content we've got coming up. I'll see you guys next time.